Hi guys, welcome to another quick Lumalee review. Today we're looking at the Fenix MC10, the angle light. Strange little light really, but one that I thought I might have the need for. I have used this light, it's not brand new, but I'm just showing you what it's like in the packaging. So we'll get it out and get it fired up and let you have a quick look. Component parts are basically the light and the little tiny diffuser which clips on at the front, which I'll come to in a second. So to start with, we need to put a AA cell in there. So the Fenix running on AA cells. Output from this little light is quite flexible really. We've got a low of 5 lumens, a medium level of 50, and then a full high level of 125, which is quite usable. The 5's certainly usable in and around camp, and 125 is not bad for a little light these days. The other great thing about it is it's waterproof to IPX, but a word of warning, just make sure you keep the little O-rings in the bottom here well lubed up, and you should be fine. Okay, we'll start at this end. Obviously screw cap for the battery compartment, O-rings. The threads are really nice and clean. Good little bit of manufacturing there. Get that cap on. And then come up to this. It's an aluminium body but with like a polymer cover, just to give it that little bit of ruggedness I presume. And here we have the clip on and off belt clip, which some people are a fan of. I find them a pain to get on and off, but I'm going to leave it on in fact. But you can see what kind I mean. It has the little indentations here to give it some purchase on whatever you slot it over, and obviously the clip here just keeps it in place, but you can move it around to whatever angle you want. Now I've used that part when on a walk and clipped this over the D-ring on my rucksack to leave it sat there on my rucksack strap, sorry, pointing forwards. As we move further up, there is the hanging ring, which I've never really got the gist of, to be honest. It doesn't really fit a particular purpose, I don't think, but they're saying you should be able to put a bit of string on there and hang it up. Right, okay. A lanyard hole here at the top, you can see that, and then obviously to the main part of this light, which is the head. I'll turn that around for you. Using a Cree R2 emitter in this one with an orange peel textured reflector, and the on and off switches here at the top, just there. But the thing that they've brought back from the old days on this, albeit a lot smaller, is the angled head light. And going from all the way back, which is there, and then coming through these clickable positions to that angle, giving you a full 90 degrees of movement from one side to the other. The light does actually tail stand, which is quite handy, and obviously putting it up to whatever angle you want. I've used it at that angle for pointing up into the roof of a tent, but one of the pictures I saw on one of the sites was to put that out the way and actually stand it like that as the supposed candle mode. Again, most of the body is at the top off here is of that polymer construction, so it should be quite hard wearing. Levels. Before we switch the torch on and show you the levels, I'm just going to very briefly go over the little power switch on top here. It is actually a hard plastic, and many people have commented that it is really hard to press. That I 100% agree with. It is a bit of a pain in the backside. We'll start off with the current level, which I'm almost certain is high. Press and hold the power button for a second and we go into low. Press and hold again into medium. Press and hold again and we go into high. And as you can see, it's a fairly tight beam, a decent hot spot in the middle, but with quite a bit of spill around the outside. Press and hold again, we cycle back down to low. There are also two well, there's a strobe mode and an SOS mode. I think they're pretty pointless really, so I'm not going to go into it there, but that is the Fenix MC10 first look. I'll show you now with the diffuser, and again this can be quite tricky, but it supposedly just clips on here. Probably done it the wrong way there. There we go, it goes that way. So it goes down the first ridge. That's it. So as you can see, we've now got the diffuser on, which if I ramp it up to high, you can certainly see a difference there in the hotspot. It certainly has diffused it quite a bit. But the problem that we get is when it's on your pack, I don't know if you can see now at this top part here, the plastic is actually reflecting quite a lot of the light back at you, and it hits you in the eyes. And when your night vision's adjusted, it's really quite annoying, that bit. You can actually just lift the front of the diffuser up on its click stops like that to go back to the ordinary beam, which again I'll show you. There's the hot spot, and if we click down the diffuser, you can see that hot spot disappear straight away. But again, the big downside for me is if you're wearing it on your rucksack or shining it in front of you, the amount of light that comes back from this plastic reflector makes it a no user really. So we'll now just pop that off. And I think the other thing about the diffuser is, with no way of attaching it to the body of the light, it makes it very easy to lose. Overall, a good little light for specific purposes. I tend to carry this in my radio comms grab bag as just a light for whatever reason. If I'm working an emergency incident radio comms wise, I can sit it on the desk and just have it on really low, pointing at the paperwork or whatever. But that is the Fenix MC10. Catch you next time.